Hey friends, hope you're ready for another great activity from Arizona Science Center. We're going to talk about polymers. The ingredients you're going to need, or the materials you're going to need for this activity, are just a plastic bag, a grip full of sharpened pencils, some water, and hopefully a bucket, bowl, or maybe a tray to catch any dripping water. All right, so first things first, we're going to try this great trick. Now, I'm saying, Sari, I've never just put water in a bag before. Well, you're going to need to for this activity. So go ahead and put about half a bag full of water in a zip top bag and seal it up tight. Now I'm going to ask, what happens if I take a sharpened pencil and poke it into the bag? What's going to happen to the water? Where's it going to go? Well, let's find out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, is that what you expected? Not even a drip of water came out, and we were able to push this pencil all the way through. Now, I said we were going to talk about polymers. Polymers are basically long chains of molecules strung together, and we know those better as things like plastics, which this bag is made out of. Now, something that's really cool is that this bag has a property that is actually elastic. That means when we shove the pencil through, so let's do it in slow-mo this time. We shove this pencil through, it squeezes around the pencil to keep a tight seal. So here, we'll poke it out the other side, boop, and only a little tiny drop of water came out that side, but it's still sealed all the way around it. Now, you can wow your friends with this one, almost like a magic trick, but it's science, so it's magic that works. All right, let's see what happens when we take the pencils out. Ah! All right, maybe don't try that one at home, but be ready for it. All right, let's try our next activity. How many of you have done the baking soda and vinegar reaction? It's an absolute classic, right? But it's a classic for a reason, because there's some great science there. We're gonna make it happen right here. You might not have a flask like this at home, but you can just use a glass or cup, whatever you got. I'm adding some baking soda in here, and we're gonna get just a little bit messy. Here we go. Yeah, we'll put a lot in there. And then we're gonna take some vinegar and we're gonna add it right in and see what happens. Here we go. Oh yeah. Ah! Love that reaction. What did you observe? What did you notice? This is a great experiment for making observations, which is a big part of science. You probably noticed the bubbles. That's pretty significant here. It came out of the flask and went all over the place, right? Those bubbles are an indication that a chemical reaction occurred. So here with our baking soda and vinegar reaction, we've got classic vinegar, so that's an acid, and we've got baking soda, which is a base. And we're gonna use these ingredients to make some self-inflating balloons to take it one step further and have a little bit of fun. So again, with more materials that you likely already have at home, you're gonna need 2 plastic bags, a smaller one like a snack size or sandwich bag, and then a bigger one like a gallon size plastic bag. So take the smaller bag first, and you're gonna pour about a half cup-ish of vinegar into it, and make sure this one has some air into it, or it's really full of liquid, because we're gonna try and pop that one later here. There we go. And then you're gonna take your large bag, and you're gonna put a couple of tablespoons of baking soda into it. I'm just gonna sprinkle some in here because I've got some in this cup. That's about 3 tablespoons. You don't have to measure for this one. Then you're gonna drop in your sealed bag of liquid inside. Seal up the top of the big bag. All right, you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And maybe again. Oh, there we go, we got it. All right, so all of that vinegar is mixing with our baking soda inside, and as you can see, our bag is inflating. You can see the bubbles happening inside. That's our carbon dioxide being produced, and it's being trapped inside this bag, so it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, of course, you want to be careful because there's a lot of gas being produced there, and this could still explode, but it's just really becoming carbon dioxide and water at this point with that reaction happening. A great acid-base reaction to show the results and have a little fun with some back-to-school science. All right, guys, I hope you had fun with these back-to-school activities. And of course, if you love science, we've got more for you here at Arizona Science Center, so find us online at azscience.org. We'll see you next time.